The AK-47 is one of the most iconic weapons in the Black Ops franchise, and it doesn't disappoint here in Black Ops 6. With a slight variation being the AK-74, it is a powerful assault rifle with a very large magazine capacity, especially when you put on the drum magazine. So if you want to get some nice multi-kills and drop your own nukes, make sure you stay tuned to see how to run it. And alright, so to start off, let's talk about the attachments I am going to be running on the AK-74. So to get right into it, let's talk about the first attachment, which is going to be the suppressor, which as you can imagine is going to be keeping you off the minimap, which is a very useful thing to have, especially if you are going to be playing on something like Nuketown. Let's head on over and talk a little bit about the barrel, where I am going to be using the gain twist barrel, which is simply going to be increasing the bullet velocity, which I noticed that the AK-74 really benefits from having higher bullet velocity, especially if you're trying to take out opponents at longer range, so it's a very useful thing to have. Talking a little bit about the underbarrel, because one thing about the AK-74 is that the recoil is a little bit higher than on, let's say, something like the XM4. Not to say that's bad by any means, but if you put on the precision foregrip, it's going to be reducing that aiming idle sway, also that horizontal recoil control, which means that your recoil is effectively just going to be up and down, which is actually quite easy to manage. And then of course, talking about the stock, I'm going to be using the balance stock, which is going to be increasing the aim walking movement speed, the movement speed, the hip fire speed, and strafing speed, which the main reason why I'm using this is because with a lot of those other attachments, it's going to be significantly reducing the movement speed of this weapon. And again, it is still an AK style weapon, which means you're going to want to run around the map and play pretty aggressively. So if you have the balance stock, it's effectively, like its namesake, going to balance out the class setup a little bit. And then finally, for the magazine, we have extended mag 3, which of course is going to be increasing the magazine capacity up to 60 rounds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here. You know what we're about to do. We're going to hit the inspect animation. As you can see, we got the drum magazine going on with the gold camo looking really sharp overall. Let's see what we can do. We end up joining a little bit late into this match of domination. Nice. Ooh, there we go. Got 8 bullets. That's one more. Nice, there we go, picked up the double. Yeah guys, so my whole idea for this particular class setup, because this is actually my first ever class of video here in Black Ops 6, which I think is kind of cool. And one thing that is kind of interesting is looking back on it, for the past couple of games, like we saw this with Modern Warfare 2 as well as Black Ops Cold War, my first class of video has always been on like the AK style weapon, which I think is kind of a funny coincidence, you know? But yeah, so basically when I was going through the class up, I was looking at some different attachments and I saw this drum magazine because, you know, they're always just the standard extended magazines on any assault rifle, and then you got the fast mags and whatnot. But this one kind of stood out to me because I'm like, oh, it's also, that was so close. I should not be alive right now. It's like it's extended mag level 2 and it's a freaking drum magazine. I was hoping for it to have 100 bullets. It only has 60, but still, I thought it was pretty good, so I wanted to make a video on it. Because not only is it just the AK-47 class up, it's a little bit niche. You know, it's a little bit different than like most of the class ups that people are going to be running. There we go, joining a little bit late, but still pull out the victory. Things you'll love to see. Well, that's a little bit cursed. Oh, that was close. Shotguns. Oh, spawns are about to flip. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. Okay, not bad. I really want to reload though, so I'm just gonna sit here. Oh no, I heard that. You could hear that stim shot. Oh my. I know, let's go call in the counter. Let's pump the UAV. Okay, we're gonna go up. Getting really close to helicopter. Got the spawn flip. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Excellent. We're gonna call it in. Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, those are those classic Nuketown spawns. You know, one thing I will say that I really like about Nuketown here in Black Ops 6 is at least the spawns, like even though they're a little bit wild, like you saw right there, at least they're predictably wild in the sense like, oh, so that was actually pretty nice. So what I mean by that is that it's basically the same spawns that we saw in Nuketown ever since the first Nuketown. Like, it's predictably unpredictable, which I will say is really nice. Also, it kind of is worth noting that for this Nuketown, they literally just took the one from Black Ops 1. Like, they did not touch it at all, which is something that I personally really like because aesthetically speaking, this is just my own opinion, I've always thought that the original Black Ops 1 version of Nuketown was the best version of Nuketown. You know, it's the original one, it's the classic one, and it's also the simplest one because, you know, some of the later versions like we saw, especially with like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, they kind of changed some stuff around. Like remember Black Ops 3s, they changed everything because of course it had wall running, but then Black Ops 4, they had like the nuclear missile silo in the middle that would sometimes open up and they could follow into it, you know, little things like that. Now, that's not to say it was bad or anything like that. I thought those versions of Nuketown were actually really good, especially Black Ops 3s because that one had quite a bit of character, but I just think it's interesting that this time around, they literally just took the original Also, what are you doing? And brought it back. Although the thing that makes myself and everyone else feel old is that Treyarch said in the comment that they said a majority of Call of Duty players right now never got to experience what the original Nuketown was like back in Black Ops 1, which is kind of wild to think about. But hey, I mean, Black Ops itself, the original one, is 14 years old now. Like, there are certainly people that are playing Black Ops 6 right now that weren't even alive when the first game came out. So that's kind of a wild thought to think about. And yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure you comment down below what are your thoughts on the Nuketown, the version of Nuketown that we saw here in Black Ops 6, and also have you been enjoying it? And heck, you know what? Just for the sake of it, why don't you comment down below what is your ranking? How would you rank all the Nuketowns that we saw from Black Ops 1 all the way up to Black Ops 6 now? Make sure you comment that down below. Well, that was close. But yeah, one thing that's also really nice about Nuketown is it's going to make the camo grind just a little bit easier because the small maps always do that naturally. I mean, hey, there's a reason why everyone played Shipment 24/7 for like 3 years in a row. But yeah, also going back and talking about that a little bit, one thing that I'm actually really happy about this time with Black Ops 6 is the camo grind is actually really nice. It's actually a lot of fun to do and it doesn't feel like a pain because ever since Modern Warfare 2019, some of the challenges have been getting a little bit out of hand in my opinion, you know? Like an excellent example of this was Call of Duty Vanguards, which just using it as an example. To get atomic camo, one thing that you had to do is you had to, of course, get gold on the launchers, but one of the challenges they had to complete for each launcher is you need to get 50 long shots. So yeah, you need to get 50 long shot kills on every launcher in the game to get gold camo. Yeah, you heard that right. A long shot kill on a rocket launcher. Not just a kill, but a long shot kill. 50 times for each gun. So yeah, that was a little bit of a pain to do, but this time around, it's actually a lot easier. You know, most of them, you get your 100 headshots, you complete your challenges. It's a linear progression and it's actually been quite enjoyable. Also, one thing that is pretty nice is dark matter in this game. Freaking incredible. Like, they brought it back from Black Ops 3 and it looks sensational. That's another thing too about Treyarch is they never seem to disappoint on camos. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys also want to comment down below because I want to hear you guys' feedback. Are you going for dark matter camo / did you get dark matter camo? How many gold guns you have? Stuff like that. Make sure you comment it down below. Ooh. Oh. Oh, wonderful. Sensational. Let's pop this. I am really lucky to be alive right now, truthfully. I know that was a little bit risky, but I wanted it. Oh my goodness. That was like the skin of my teeth. Ooh, okay. Keep him going. Okay, you're gonna be in the corner there. Really stringing together some nice kills with this thing. That's the nice thing about having the 60 round magazine after all. Let's pop this. Also, no, get out. Let's see if we can keep this going a little longer. There we go. Things you'll love to see. Dropped 72 kills. Excellent game overall. So yeah, guys, with that all being said, that's going to effectively wrap up today's video. I hope you went on to enjoy it. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like on this one, as well as be sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, class ups, intel, and so much more. So thank you once again for watching. I'm your host, Deeper Jungle. As always, I hope to see you in the next one.